Gasper the friendly ghost.
I know.
Gasper the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. You look like a ghost.
Good morning, everyone.
You're almost like, oh, like you're, I don't know, like supernatural powers or something.
I know. It doesn't matter where. That's why I moved to the kitchen and got out of the dining room because I was getting this glare. It's not any better in here.
So funny. You're almost like translucent looking. I don't know. It's just like, it's like very strange. It's funny when you put your hand up in front of the computer like that, it kind of gave you, a little bit of a normal color. See that?
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Maybe it's my camera. I don't know. Yeah, see, but
try angling your camera down a little bit. Yeah, no, it goes back to Casper. Good morning, everybody. We're trying to figure out T's superpowers today.
Oh, God knows we both had superpowers over the last 2 days, for sure.
Oh, I think you had more superpowers than I did. You
continuing superpowers through shipping. Yeah, but you know what? It's funny because we were talking just before we got on about all the lots we sold. She did excellent, right? 50 lots you did?
50.
I did 36, but she's used to it. I'm not. This is a rookie 36.
No, 36 for someone who's not used to doing it is a lot. But I did sell a lot of individual pieces of jewelry. So I didn't sell just all lots. But
right, that's true. That's true.
I sold like probably 10 pieces of individual jewelry.
All right, I'm going to put some banners up and let's welcome everybody on.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Donna. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging with us and helping. Paul,
congratulations. Great job yesterday, Paul. Thank you.
I didn't watch a lot of teas, just a little bit here and there when I could pop on. Arthur Leslie, good morning.
Arthur, good morning.
Thank you for joining.
We have to thank Arthur, too. He's a newcomer. He's been active in the chat. He's been active in us and supporting us. And thank you, Arthur. You hung in with us.
What does his thing say? United States Army. Oh, United States Army. Intelligence
and Security Award.
Awesome, Arthur.
Thank you for your service, Arthur. Wow.
Thank you for your service.
I feel privileged now.
Awesome.
And beautiful Jennifer Hayes. Good morning.
Hi, Jennifer. Good morning, honey.
And Lisa, thank you, Lisa. Lisa, mwah. Thank you for all your help yesterday for both of us.
I said to Lisa, Lisa, whenever you need to go, she's like, nope, I'm fine. I was like, wow, she really like helped me a lot last night. I needed your help, Lisa, because I was tired. Between Lisa and Chris the Goose the night before, I was really, really privileged to have both of them in the stream helping me.
And then Lisa hung in almost all day yesterday, and then Paul, and just everybody's been so fantastic. Good morning, John Jones.
Morning, John. Thank you for joining.
Diane Matthews. Hello, sweetheart. Welcome.
Diane, good morning. Money from Mars.
I always look at this picture.
Yeah, we probably won't pull another one of those little tricks off until next year.
Next Black Friday.
I was saying to myself, note to self, don't buy any storage units when you're doing a 24-hour marathon. But let me tell you something. I could have won at a really good price, probably 10 units this week. I think a lot of people, because of the holiday, just were not buying storage units because the ones that I got outbid on went for cheap money. And on a normal week, I would have definitely have bid on them.
Yeah. So, I guess Christmas week could probably be the same thing.
I would think so. And so I erased that note to self. I will definitely do that again. I just gotta, plan for it.
I guess you gotta be prepared for it. That's
plan for it, and I've got to prepare for it.
You know, and it's hard for people around the holidays because people travel, people have company, people got to get prepared their house, and they don't want to have the extra stuff unless you truly, truly have a separate location where you're organized completely. And that's not the two of us.
No, I'm working out of my house. My
Yeah,
husband
me too.
puts his foot down. I've just seen 50 sold lots and probably another 25, if not more, backup lots that I never got to.
Right.
You can
Well,
imagine.
the only good news for that is you're ready for tomorrow.
I'm so ready for tomorrow. Yeah. I don't have to put any lots together for tomorrow. No, absolutely not.
Right. So Lisa says she feels hungover.
I know, right? No kidding.
And then Paul said it was a lot of fun. And it was. I think next year we got to plan it like where, we really are organized. We really know what's coming. We have it set up right. We're going to say, okay, Donna's going to go on from this time to this time, and Paul's going to call, or Lisa's going to call, or, then I'm going to go on, and then this one's going to call, and then, so everybody takes a decent amount of break, because even though, and thank you guys, because these guys gave me a break during the day. It wasn't like I went to lay down and catch a cat nap. I had to take my husband quickly to the foot doctor, and I had to run an errand, and I had to get to the post office to bring my eBay. So it wasn't like it was a break. It wasn't really a break.
And you were so understanding. The original plan with me was to go get a U-Haul truck and just grab and go and put everything in the U-Haul truck. But then when it turned out that I was going to have 6 teenagers, so my big truck plus 2 additional cars, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to get the U-Haul truck. I'll just use their cars and, my big truck, and we'll just grab and go that way. Well, it turned out that there was no way I was going to fit. The one unit took up my entire truck plus both teenagers' cars. And then we had to go back for unit number 2 and 3. So when I called you, and remember originally I was going to go back on like at 12:30, 1 o'clock, and you were like, "Oh no, we're fine. I'm feeling fine. We're going strong. I have this one coming on, that one coming on." I was like, I felt like a ton of bricks was lifted, because I had all that stress that I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get the units emptied out. I didn't do my original plan of the U-Haul and the grab and go. And then I was supposed to go on like at 4 or something, and I called you, and you were like, "Oh no, honey, go take a nap and you're fine. Go relax, have something to eat, go rest for a while." And I was like, really? I'm so thankful for that, honest to goodness, because I should have called you earlier, because you relieved so much stress by doing that. Look, we both itched at the same time. Did you see that? You itched your arm and I itched my chest at exactly the same time. It was almost like it was planned. That was so funny. So yeah, that was you releasing that stress from me was so incredible, that you let me because I worked my butt off yesterday. Okay, let's finish saying hello to people.
All right, okay, no problem. And Lisa just wants to let you know that she did write all your stuff down just in case you missed something, or that's all.
Thank you.
That's also what's great with having both people or somebody else on, because how many times have you called me and said, "Oh no, I forgot to put this note in the box," or "I forgot to write this one down," and it's a pain in the neck to go back and watch the video. Yes. So I'm going to ask two asks of Lisa. If you know what the heck I paid, well, my husband paid for Patdees shirts yesterday. I have to PayPal him, and I don't know, and I'm not going back to watch the video, and I forgot to write it down.
Yeah, and what happens is some people
lot number 33, I don't have anything written down for lot number 33. So if you know what it is, let me know.
Yeah, and if they don't send the invoices, and you're in the middle of invoicing and packing and shipping, and you don't have that invoice, it's like, oh, you got to go back and watch the video and see what they paid. Yeah, it's a pain. So
Arthur says we saved the money. He kept off the store websites. That's cool.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, there was some great deals to be had yesterday between everybody. Everybody presented such great deals.
Thank you, Diane. And Paul says, I think if we plan it long enough, we can do some social media advertising and really make it big. Yeah, and Paul's the advertiser. I always forget that he was in advertising, and he does a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I guess who I woke up.
Good morning. Good morning, Patrick.
I said before I went to bed last night, I didn't want to reach out to you, Pat, because I said, "Oh, he's getting up early. I'm not used to him being up. He's not used to getting up early." Because Pat's going to go live, I think at 11. So just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I'm going to do one of those. Courtney reached out to me. Also, she wants me to do one of those Sarth's videos.
Yeah, she sent it to me too.
I need to do that. I just haven't found time. She's said a couple of times, "You've got to do it. You've got to do it." I haven't found. She's like, "It will take you 10 minutes to do it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, just to find 10 minutes right now is just so crazy. It's just so much work." Good morning, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn. Good morning. Hi, honey. And and Donna Wester too. Donna came on twice yesterday. Thank you, Donna. And this is where we all kind of come together. And Donna's been such a great help in dropping links and in the chat.
She's been great. And you know who else? Michelle Lawlings.
Oh my God, Michelle. She sent me up the beautiful email at 1 o'clock this morning, which was 10 o'clock her time, 1 o'clock. She was just getting into bed. That had to put her up. She got on with you at 11. And then 1 a.m. I mean, she was up like 27 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good morning, Bluegrass Picker. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, honey. Leah. Good morning, Leah. Bits and Pieces.
Good morning.
Myra. Thank you, Myra. Such a great support too. She was in all of them yesterday too as well.
Okay.
Pat's laying down for a while. Pat wasn't feeling well yesterday, Pat. I hope you're feeling much better. Sun's shining here finally, but it's the calm before the storm. Donna says she had a ton of fun because we got a big storm coming. I don't think we're going to get the snow, but I know Donna's going to get it overnight. Tomorrow night, actually, Sunday into Monday. It's supposed to be bad.
D is right under. No, you missed D. Right under.
Oh, D, yes, DLC Haberdashery. Hi, D. Good morning. Oh, really good. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
We did really, really good. I sold 50 lots, and T sold a bunch, and Paul sold a bunch, and Chris Chernock.
Oh yeah, Chris Chernock. Yeah, Patdees
sold a ton.
Gave stuff away, and Lisa had a bunch of lots go. So everybody, thank you. And Paul, I think if we would add everybody up, we did well into the mid hundreds.
All of the lots and all of the items that we sold. Oh, definitely. Well, yeah. I mean, me alone is 50. Right. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. It seems to be, Donna, maybe your volume on your microphone is up a little bit. They're getting an echo.
Are you? I don't know how to use this.
I got my volume down to almost nothing again. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe getting an external mic.
I don't know why this microphone it's been giving me a hard time since day one. I think maybe the volume. My husband thinks the volume on my computer is too high. Let me try lowering the volume. Let's see, talk.
Okay, I'm talking.
Is that better?
I'm talking.
Is that better?
I think so. How are you guys hearing it?
I lowered the volume.
Okay.
5 to 8 inches. Dee's expecting 5 to 8 inches. Ugh.
Yeah, because she's upstate too, I think. So her and Donna aren't close, but they're when they're on one end of the state and then the other upstate. But yeah, it's not fun. Going to be fun, but tis the season, as they say, and I'll just be happy when I get my leaves off my lawn. Is the
echo gone on T side? I think that maybe I don't know how. I think maybe you have to lower your volume. I don't know. Why would the echo be on your side?
Patdees is saying YouTube chopped my show to 11:55.
Gee, did you see YouTube chopped your show to 11:55? What does that mean?
That means it didn't show the full 15 hours and 15 minutes. It only showed 11 hours and 55 minutes. I hope we're recording here because I don't know if that means I'm completely out of live time. I didn't do the I figured I'd wait till tomorrow, first of the month, and take the 20 hours.
Oh, are you up with your 20? You're probably up with your 20 hours.
I mean, obviously people are here and we're talking. It just may mean it won't be a video after the fact. I lose my watch time on that, Pat?
Yeah, well, they hit my debit card for the monthly fee. Because I chose, because you can either do monthly or you can pay all in once and save like, I think it's like $60 or $70. And when I picked, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the upgrade, so I just did monthly. So you have an option of canceling instead of doing. So they hit my card, I think Friday night. Was that yesterday?
Yes.
Thursday night. They hit my card Thursday night, so appeared yesterday. So yeah, it's not the 12-hour thing. Today should be fine. Some take longer to process.
Yeah, somebody saying it might show up eventually, but Pat's saying no, it's a 12-hour thing.
Donna needs a headset. Oh, so that I can hear better?
Maybe so that the echo's not there. You know what it is, I think, and I could be wrong. I'm not an electronics expert, but I feel like your microphone is picking up my voice too because it's so strong.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's why there's I don't know.
Well, is the echo better, you guys, now? Because I lowered the volume on my computer.
It's better. I think it's better. I'm not getting the feedback I feel. Good morning, Misha. How are you, honey? Good morning. Good morning, Destiny, Shamrock Pixie. Good morning, honey. Good morning,
Destiny. Thank you for joining.
And Misha was there yesterday too. Thank you, Misha. Everybody really was great support yesterday. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
They're saying it's better, but Paul says it's still a little bit echoey on your side. Try lowering your volume a little bit. I did.
Yeah, I did. I took it down. Let me see. What am I down to? Yeah, I'm down to 19. I could go a little lower. 18. All right. Well, we'll see. Unfortunately, if I lose the end of that, I lose the end of it. There's nothing I can do.
Destiny is sitting poolside and listening. Where are you, Destiny? Are you somewhere warm?
Oh, I did. Where are you, honey? Are you away?
So I was talking with T a little bit this morning, and I was telling her about how I talked a little bit about it during my auction last night. I was telling her how I wish so bad that I had recorded picking up the storage units yesterday with my 6 teenagers in tow, and how crazy it was with these kids, and how I wish during the moment that I had recorded, because it would have made for such a funny YouTube video. You guys would have laughed your butts off. But I wasn't laughing while it was going on. I was so angry. I was so mad. I was so stressed out because I was rushing, because I needed to get back, online and do my auction. So I was telling T this morning how that's a perfect example of, we all really need to enjoy the moment. And I'm so guilty of not enjoying the moment because I'm always stressed out about the next hour or what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, or what needs to be done today or tomorrow, or like it's so important. Like I need to remind myself that all the time, to enjoy the moment, because I don't do that. And I'm so guilty of it. And now, like, I think back at the silliness that was going on, while we were picking up that storage unit, and how happy the kids were and how silly they were. And, one of the storage units had a bunch of Nerf guns in it and regular guns. And if you've been in, it was an indoor facility, and it's like a big maze, and the kids are all like running down the hallways, like they were 5 years old, and shooting at each other and hiding behind corners. And I'm yelling like a crazy Italian woman, "Will you get back here?" At the loading dock where the truck was, and 3 carts full of stuff. And then they finally come back. They finally came back, and they were like throwing the stuff into the truck, and I'm yelling and screaming at them saying, "No, have you ever played Tetris? You obviously have never played Tetris. This is not how you do it." And I'm unloading the truck. I mean, why don't I have this on video? Because it was crazy during the moment. I just need to learn to like this is like true the life and day of Donna. You know, I'm unloading the truck. I'm asking them to like hold the boxes and the bags. I'm in the back of the truck and I'm putting things in like Tetris. You know, and I used to love to play Tetris. You know, Tetris came out during my era. These kids have never played Tetris. You know, Tetris was when we were like those one of the first games, one of the first computer games was Tetris. I can still hear that music in my head. Yeah. You know, I don't even know if we had the ability to turn it off. Or maybe if we did have the ability to turn it off, I think it was part of like the brainwashing of continuing to play the game because I don't ever remember turning off the music. And they're all looking at me like I'm crazy, you know, and I'm like, you gotta play Tetris. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was
so
crazy.
I think Don was saying the headphones, because when you talk into the microphone, maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's what he means by that. Destiny, yeah, they're in a hotel in Appleton doing a workation. It was kind of unplanned, she said. Unplanned. And then he's saying, yeah, it sounded like you had a blast. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I would call it a blast, but let me see. This is...
It's all about Tetris. Ha, ha, ha. And Arthur has the $1 million question. He writes, will you all do another marathon again or not?
On Monday?
No, I think just any day. No, Myra's joking to say Cyber Monday. No, but we'll do it again. We'll just be a little more prepared. This was kind of like, you know, we kind of threw this together at the last minute, and we'll be more organized next time, and we'll have like set time slots. You know, we kind of said, hey, come on in. So, I mean, we'll get to the point where like we'll have to go 48 hours because we have too many people that want to come on. Maybe we'll go from good. I keep saying Good Friday, Black Friday to Cyber Monday one year.
I mean, whenever I popped into yours, whenever I had a moment, you consistently had a lot of people in your chat. And then I was really surprised at the amount of people that were in my chat last night.
Yeah.
And then when I went off last night, for all of you people that like to go live, when I went off last night, I think I saw the only people that I saw were live was Tommy and Nate and no, not Tommy, Anthony and Nate were live. But out of like, let's say the group of it, and I follow a lot of different people on not just us that are here in the chat. I follow a lot of other different people that go live. But when I got off last night at 11 o'clock, nobody was live. It was like free and clear, like the airtime. Like if anybody wanted to go live, they would have had a huge audience. Like if I went back on, because I had like pretty consistently like 70, 80 people in my auction last night. I don't know who was live when I was live. I have no idea because I can't check. But I know when I went off at 11:02 when I did my final lot, you know, I really was thinking when Lisa said something. She's like, well, we've got an hour to 11 o'clock. And I'm like, well, we don't have to go up at 11 o'clock. But let me tell you something. When 11:02 hit, I was like, done.
Yeah.
24 hours. We're finished. All right. So my kids have this Turtle Beach. But then I would look like this.
That's all right. I'll be your twin. I'll be your twin.
I don't want to wear these. I don't like these. I don't like the way they sound. Besides, I don't even know where to plug these in. I'd have to wait. I don't know. They've got all these like extra plugs. I don't know what all this stuff is. I'll have the kids show me. But the kids use these sometimes when they're at this computer. I'm not going to put them on. I'll figure it out. But maybe just, I know Tiffany sometimes just wears the little.
These at auction yesterday, and I never got to them. So I think I might save them for myself now. Let's see how how bad they look on me. These are Plantronics,
I'm
actually.
not wearing mine, but Misha Renee says, laugh out loud. I say that too when I'm packing. It's all about Tetris,
You're not
right?
wearing yours? Oh, then why would I wear mine?
Because I have
In my
to
head.
move the computer and plug them in, and the things are all on the back and stuff. There's Anthony. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Anthony. Cyber Monday. $1 million question. Will you all? Oh, yeah, you read that.
Good morning, Anthony. Now, does this make me echo or make me sound funny?
No, I don't hear any echo. It was the friends that heard the echo.
All right, so Dawn, Anthony, and anybody else who's in the chat who is electronically savvy, what do I do with the rest of the pieces in the box? All I did was put the headphones on. What do I do with the rest of these things?
Speaking of electronics, one of the storage units I found yesterday, there was, I think, probably 8 iPhones. Some of them new ones. Some of them were one is smaller. The rest of them are all new with smashed screens, and some of them have smashed backs. Is there a market for those smashed screens and backs?
Yeah.
I wonder if I should bring those to auction. I don't know if anybody in the chat is iPhone savvy. If you want to get in touch with me personally, send me an email, or if you have my phone number, I can show you what I have, or if I should just bring those. If I should bring those. I can't believe this. You know who it was? It's the woman that's in protective custody.
All right.
She had to have been a call girl of some sort.
Yeah, maybe those were burn phones. I don't know. Can you use those for burn phones? I don't even know.
Burner phones?
Yeah.
See, that's a term that I just learned with all of the whatever that was going on.
What's the name of your microphone? Tell Arthur.
Me?
Yeah.
This one is a Turtle Beach.
No, your microphone, honey.
Oh, my microphone is a blue.
Yeah, I'm not using an external mic. I just use the laptop mic.
Mine is a blue, and if you can see, the volume is turned all the way down. But this is like, oh, this is headset volume. Okay, so that volume is turned all the way down, and then I know Paul tried to help me with this too, and this is what I have it set on the back.
Okay. Or at least it's telling me to save those adapters, so I will. Especially, Paul's saying, especially if they're unlocked.
I don't know if they're unlocked or not. I don't know anything about them.
Anthony says, yeah, there's people that do refurbish them. And Arthur's saying he repairs his own iPhone. Don's saying to lot them up. There is a market for them. There definitely is.
All right, well, you know what? I'll bring them to auction tomorrow then. I'll bring them all to auction. There's a pad and a whole bunch of phones. Blue mics are great. This was a gift from one of my viewers. Sent me this as a gift. Pamela Lynn, when I first started doing my auctions, she bought this for me and sent it to me as a gift. I thought that was so awesome of her.
Paul is saying turn it one more to the left. Which one, Paul?
Okay. So which one?
The bottom. Oh, probably the bottom one. Her left or my left?
Okay, let me do it this way and see if he says yes or no. Like that.
I feel like the StreamYard link, yeah, Donna. Your pattern.
Tell me if that's right, you guys. You take it. No. Okay, so
just internal front
like that.
Oh, it says on the Yeti you can select. What did he say? On the Yeti you can select just internal front mic, keeps from picking up other sounds. Okay, he's saying no, Paul.
Yes. No. Now he said yes. I turned it all the way to the other side.
Okay.
Okay, so is that the setting right now? Is the gain correct? Take your headphones off and try it without, see if they have, now that I fixed my microphone.
Yeah,
See if
again, like I said, I don't even know if
they
the
have-
headphones are helping any.
Okay. See if, now see if there's any kind of, because you are always talking when you get up. Because you are always talking when you get up. Opposed to, I'm always talking.
Oh, no, I know what he's saying. When you're working the auction and when you're
No,
going,
I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying, but I'm laughing because Don, the bargain hunter, John's always like, Donna loves to talk.
and probably that's the only thing that we have a conflict with because I love to talk too. So I've gotten, if you guys don't know, I've gotten very reserved in my Donna relationship.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm usually the one doing all the talking. You can ask any of my friends, family, husband, father, my brother, whatever, sons. I am the talker. But quite honestly, that's because I love this. That's why I love YouTube. That's why, I like talking, always have. That's why I was a, trainer. I should have been a teacher, but
23.
yeah, so Paul's saying no. Sometimes she knows when you get up, like, Lisa a couple of times had to say last night to you, I can't hear you. And that's how I feel all the time.
The one with the butterfly wings on her shoulders, out the door. See ya. Sometimes I have to remind these kids. She just left without saying goodbye. I hate that. I always try to teach my kids you have to say goodbye when you leave the house, especially because of, the loss that I've had. Like, it's so important to me. But they're teenagers, sometimes they forget they still have to be taught. Adults need to be taught that. It's not even the fact that they're kids. Adults you just get so wrapped up when you leave in the house. You have to say goodbye because it could be the last goodbye. I mean, I'm sorry to say that. It's true, but
for the last 28 whatever years,
it could be the last one.
He whether we're arguing, fighting, not in a good state between the two of us, because every marriage goes through that, he always kisses me goodbye, because the one morning he did not kiss his former wife goodbye, she died at work. And that was his first wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son is really good with that. My son is really, really good with that. The girls, I'm still teaching the girls. They're still young, but I'm still teaching the girls. But my son he's so good. Your son is too.
Oh,
Your son is good about coming in and saying hello. Huh?
See, I hear the echo back again.
You do?
Yeah. I don't know. It just might be the strength of your microphone. It is what it is. But my son is good, but he sometimes has to be reminded that if he doesn't behave himself, even at 21, I'm putting the Barney tapes back in.
The Barney tapes?
Yeah. Please and thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I thank God my boys are so well behaved, as far as people always have commented me about how polite, and the please and the thank you. And, we're not the ma'am. A lot of people, depending on where you are from the country, is ma'am, but everybody's always been Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, not Teresa and Donna,
It's so funny. Every time you put your hand up, your color comes back. No, not up to the screen. See, there you are. There's your color. Like, just put your hand up next to you. Closer to the screen. Yeah, see, now you're normal color. See how you're normal color? Yeah. I wonder, is there something that you can put, like in your screen, like a vase or something near you on the table to, like, distract the light? Like something, you know what I mean? Like if you had like a piece of something that you could put to distract your light. I don't know. It's really funny.
Dawn says, T, I can do that at times. Yeah. Arthur's saying a possible choice for future auctions would be a Bluetooth earpiece microphone Then we could hear you no matter where you move to. Yes. Oh, yeah. See, Paul's saying because the camera's focusing on the background. So, we were just talking about that too as well. And Paul, you'll probably be able to help with this answer as well. We know Patdees uses a background, and I love his background, because he now has the Halloween, although hopefully he'll have a festive one up for the holiday. If we were to do that, does that, like if I put like a, something behind me, I guess that would cut the light out if it was solid or a background? And can I get a background? Is it an app or something that I can put so that I can change and not have my actual kitchen or my dining room in the background? Is there some kind of app or something that can change the actual background? I know when you get the StreamYard, Donna says the black that's around it will fill in. But I'm just wondering if there's an app or something out there where I can actually change my background behind me instead of seeing my ugly, God knows what's up on my counter. I have OBS downloaded. Anthony's saying use OBS. I have OBS downloaded on my computer already. I just don't know how to interact it with everything. Maybe Anthony, that would be, Anthony, if you want to come on one morning, maybe you could like show me how to do that and we could have a little tutorial on that. That might be a great idea, where we could kind of play with that. Because I did promise that I would show you guys a couple of things also this morning, that, sometimes we don't realize that sometimes the simplest things people don't know. Like I just took it for granted that everybody knew how to pop out the chat. And then I got a lot of comments last night. Oh, how do you do that? How do you do that? Even Paul said he's using 2 different laptops so he can see the chat, and you don't need to do that. You just need to pop out the chat.
Oh, Anthony says I can help with the PC. Anthony, I have a laptop. It's a ThinkPad by Lenovo, I think it's called. Lenovo. And I got it out of one of the mini storages, and it had a piece of paper in it that said serviced, brought back to factory settings, no password. And it's like in brand new condition. But when I turn it on, it says password, and when I hit password, it says please insert disk, which it didn't come with a disk, or a USB. So I don't know if you can help me with that if we do a StreamYard, or tell me what I need to do. I was going to go bring it over to the Geek Squad and see if they can, unlock the password, or it says no password on it. And it doesn't look like the owner ever used it because the piece of paper, it was still inside of it.
So I guess you still need a green screen with OBS. Fancy use a green screen.
Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Michelle Lathan. Good morning.
Good morning, Michelle.
Hey, Siosa.
Good morning. Good morning.
I can help you with it. I use a laptop actually. They might have too much fun with it. Well, that's good. We could change our backgrounds all the time. Reselling addicts, welcome in. I want to do it. Good morning.
Did Anthony say he could? Oh, I'm not really sure about that, but Nate used to do that for a living, Donna. He would know. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, Paul. Paul has a video on it.
On what?
On the green screen.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, guys, make sure you sub into everybody. See, because that's just a perfect example of like, other content that other people are doing that you may need some help with. And he uses Pinnacle Studio.
Good morning, Misty's Adventures.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know.
You can use a sheet.
Banners are cheap.
You mean a sheet for a green wall, for a green background? Is that what they're talking about?
I think they just put a sheet behind them to block that, like you said, like so it's not so the light's not so focused like this.
I always see their backgrounds. Anthony's usually in his workroom, and when I see them go live. I've never seen them with the sheep behind them.
I think I've seen Nate have something at his doors, something like that.
I know. Thank you, Myra. I love my background, but I'm going to be moving my computer. That's why we were talking about it this morning. I'm going to be moving my setup in the computer into my eBay room, which is just walls and walls of bins with letters, of merchandise. And I really like my nice background for my auctions. I don't want to do it in front of a wall of bins. So the other alternative I have is, I was trying to think if I had another piece of furniture somewhere in the house that I could move in there, but try to get some sort of credenza and set it up, because I love changing my background too. And I love putting, different things on the background. So, so that's why T was saying maybe a green screen, and then you can, change. But I also like to, I haven't changed my background in a while now because I've been so busy, but I also like, sometimes I'll do like all stuffed animals or all dolls, like whatever I find in the mini storages, to auction off, like to show that that's my next item auctioning off. So I suppose I could try to create some sort of, even if I did some sort of like table and then put a pretty tablecloth on it and then still display my stuff the way I display it on here.
Yeah, so Anthony says he did a sorts video too. Yeah, Donna and I are trying to get that done over the next day or two. When we'll have time, I don't know. Reselling Addict says they have a purple sheet, so they're going to try it.
Oh, yeah? Purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dee, I think it's nice for people to see what's coming up. Like, remember the time I got all those earrings and I had all those earring boards behind me?
Yeah,
and yeah, I like
all the
doing that.
blush, the Build-A-Bears, or the
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice. T's problem. Well, don't worry. That problem soon to be resolved after the first of the year. We are out of here, and I'm going to set up a whole complete new, setting. I didn't set my house up for this business.
You know what would be really pretty?
My next one will be set up for my business.
I have all those beautiful evening dresses. I sold 2 lots of them last night. It would be really pretty to do like a whole background of those sparkling evening dresses tomorrow. Because something like that, I would need to. Well, I suppose I could kind of like hang them up and just like drape them down. But it would be a whole sparkly, beautiful color background. That would be really awesome. Maybe if I have time today after I do my 50 invoices and send out all of my delinquent orders and all of my new orders, maybe I'll try to find time to change my background and find time for my family and the housework and empty out the truck, which is still full of one of the mini storages. Oh, completely full. I have, good morning, Janaea. Thank you, honey, for coming. I have like 3 totes full of almost like new, mostly designer boys clothes, like between like 3 toddler to probably size 5 or 6. I don't know if there's a want for something like that. I don't know if there's any kids clothing sellers that come to my auction. Most people want adult clothes. So I don't know if there's a want for that, but the clothes are all great and they're all designer. It would even be a great, I'd start the lots at $25 for a, huge amount of clothes if anybody knows.
It's good when they're the same size. Like I do some kids' clothes, but I lock them up like, if it's a 2T or a 3T or something like that, I lock them together because, nobody wants to pay even $10, $15 for one piece of kids' clothing.
Yeah, because they outgrow it so fast.
Yeah.
I think it may have been Mark that bought my last kid's lot. I can't remember, but there was.
Yeah, but he used it for personal use, right?
Yeah, it was like, it was like 25, 30 pieces of kids' clothes for like, I don't know, $25, $30. He was psyched. What size boys did you say? I think they start at about 2 or 3 toddler and go up to like 5 or 6 years old, but they're all in great condition. they're like freshly laundered too. They smell nice and clean.
Good morning,
I just
Paul. Good
I
morning.
want to say congratulations to Lisa. Last night during the live, she hit 500 subscribers. Yeah, everybody went over and subscribed to her during the live, and she hit 500 subscribers. So she's halfway there. So she just put in the chat, everybody, make sure you hit thumbs up and follow each other. So, Noelle, good morning, you rock stars. Thank you. I know, I can't believe that we did it.
Good morning, Patricia Shelby. Yeah, Noelle, good morning, honey.
Yeah, Janaea knows. At that age, their growth spurt is like crazy. So I think I'll bring them to auction tomorrow and see if there's anybody that that wants to buy them. And they're all in great condition. Great condition.
Janaea said she just reloaded her daughter with clothes. She literally outgrew all her size 7, 8 in the past 4 months. Yeah.
I gave the facility manager a whole bunch of stuff for her kids when I was there. Barbie Dream House and a whole bunch of, toys and things that were in the unit that I probably would have sold them on the Facebook marketplace, but I'm just so overwhelmed with, everything that I've got to do that she was like, oh, my daughter or my niece or my this, my that. And I'm like, just take it. It was, less stuff that I had to carry home.
So Myra makes a good point here. I just think it's part of your images, tasteful, cultured women in your own home environment. Green screens, bells and whistles might take away from that, just in her humble opinion. And I get that too. That's
Myra.
I mean, think about it, Donna. Some of these people that start getting, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million subs, right? They do evolve. And I never want to be that person that
I don't either.
I want to stay real and true to my base. And I don't want to be that person that, all of a sudden is doing too many bells and whistles.
Yeah.
I do feel it does take out of the personal. Now, sometimes you just can't help because we know it. Donna hit 1,000 and all of a sudden the trolls came out in full force, right? So those things happen and it's a shame. So sometimes you have to guard yourselves a little better. Donna's chosen to brand her name, so she's never going to be behind like T, but everybody knows who I am anyway, because when I first came on YouTube, people know, and I got a little, and I want to apologize for this too, because I love Michelle Lowick so much, and I kind of got a little, I won't say annoyed or mad at her, but, she went, oh, is that Teresa Bookstaver? And I deleted it, and, people know who I am anyway. People know who I am anyway. So it is what it is. And they're going to find out. And listen, they found out my husband's phone number and things like that. So there's no way you're going to avoid that stuff in today's day and age. And to the trolls point, you can just go and search and buy a what do they call that? For lack of a better word, an app, or not an app, but a subscription to search everybody if you're willing to pay for it. And if you're that troll that does that, you have too much freaking time on your hands. Sorry.
I know.
Off topic, and I'm sorry about that, but I think
it's fine. It's fine. It's a topic that it's an important topic. It's like it just it takes me back full circle, and I don't want to harp on what happened to me. But what happened to me with that troll was pretty disgusting. It was pretty bad. I mean, to look up my house and to see where I live, and somebody. I mean, my address we're homeowners, so my address is all over the internet. So, but to look up my address or to have my address, to have pizza delivered to my house, I mean, now you're affecting like my family, and you're affecting the pizza delivery boy. Like, I would never have sent that pizza delivery boy home with those pizzas. It cost me $60, to buy those pizzas, or $55. I don't remember how much, but it was $55. My husband just said. But that boy is working to try to make money to make a car payment or something. Like, why should the YouTube troll that's trolling me affect him? And I gave him a tip, and I accepted the pizzas, even if I was going to throw the pizzas away. It's just, it goes, it's.
Well, that's why I said, you know what, it was so weird too. And I've said this time and time again. Why are they calling my husband? He's not even on YouTube. Like, they would just ringing and ringing and ringing him. Meanwhile, listen, my phone number is public knowledge too. Nobody was calling my phone. They were calling his phone. I mean,
I'm surprised that they didn't call my husband's number, because my husband is a licensed, insured general contractor in the state of Florida, and his information is out there. He's not on social media, but if you need to find him, you can find him, because he's registered with the state of Florida and it's really hard in Florida to get to be bonded, insured, and licensed as a general contractor. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to make a video of, I think I told you, of what he does during the day. The video is really, really awesome. I'm going to say, this is why Mr. Bartolino doesn't help me with storage units, because this is what he does during the day. But
Paul, it's not that believe me, Paul, we're letting it go. It is what it is. It's not that we're not letting it go. And we're talking about it because, kind of Myra brought up the point that, when you start adding bells and whistles, but, like maybe when I move the next time, I'm not going to publish anything, and I'm not going to show my home or whatever, just because, and listen, we could guess all we want, and people like, how do you know it's this one? How do you know it's that one? Well, I told everybody my brother is former FBI, and it is what it is. My brother-in-law, I should say. So they picked the wrong person when they decided to call my husband, but we're letting it go. It is what people have too much time on their hands, and we're not even talking about the, particularly that incident. We're just talking about, as you grow, you're going to have more of this happening, and that's why sometimes you just kind of have to distance yourself from your audience, and that's sad too, because I don't want to ever do that. But then becomes a fine line, because then you have these people that decide like they have nothing better to do but do this stuff to you. So
and when the troll said publicly, I'm gonna take you down, I'm gonna take you down, well, go ahead and Google my name and see who I know, and see who people that influence me, and people that I hang out with, and good luck taking me down, whatever that was supposed to mean. I mean, I have pages and pages on Google of people that I know and people that know me, and to be yelled at like that, and to be tried to be shamed like that, and the swearing. How inappropriate. Here I go with that word, and I want everybody to hear it properly. I'm no prissy. I'm no prissy. That's the word I used, prissy. In case you guys heard the wrong word. I'm no prissy. I do swear. But I would never do it in a public forum about someone else. That was just disgusting. And threatening, that was just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. That's why they sell guns. No kidding. Well, I always say, if martial law ever takes into effect, you all want to be friends with my husband.
And mine too.
You all want to be friends with my husband. My husband can protect this entire community. No problem. Right? That's why there is a delete button. Yeah. I think it all adds to the story, though. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the story. We won't forget the troll and what was said. I gained a lot of subscribers because of that certain video. A lot of subscribers. I'm almost at 1,800, which I'm really excited about. I mean, I'm closer to 2,000 now, which they say to grow from 1,000 to 5,000 is the hardest. I'm trying to think who told me that. Wade told me that. Wade said from 1,000 to 5,000 is the hardest growth. And then once you get to 5,000, that's when YouTube really starts to put you out there. Once you reach, I'm so far away from 5,000, but all you need is, like one viral video to boost you up to that 5,000. And, my plan is to keep growing my channel for my auctions, so I have more and more people that, of course, all of the people that have been with me from the beginning are like, shh, don't tell anybody about our channel. We don't want 80 people in the auction. You guys want to stay a nice little comfortable 25, 30 people in the auction. Yes, you're right. With no drama whatsoever. We had a couple of people that came in that weren't wrenched, and everybody was right on it, checking their YouTube channels or saying, I know this person's good. They don't have any content, and you can go ahead and wrench this person. So everybody was so helpful. Star City Picker retracted a message. Did he say something and retract it?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at the moment.
Because that was happening. Was that what was happening a lot the other night? It was Star City Picker that was making messages and retracting them?
I wasn't in there, so I don't know.
I wasn't and I wasn't catching the messages. I don't know. Did anybody catch what Star City Picker wrote?
How come? I think my chat is so far behind in StreamYard.
Oh, it always is. That's why you have to pop out.
Yeah, I did, but
so Star City Picker, I'm really curious why you make a comment and then retract it right away. Is that just something that you like to do? Because I know that you were doing it a lot during my auction the other night. Maybe he doesn't like his comments to stay in the chat for some reason. But that one I saw, he just wrote yes and then just retracted it.
See, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Oh, there. Yeah, see, now it's catching up.
Okay, so Misty said it was kind of a rude comment. And Star City Picker says, why does it bother you? It doesn't bother me. I just don't always look at the chat. And then when I do look at the chat and I see a retracted message, I wonder what it says. MT Picker Mark, I have to go and pick up some medicine for my wife. I will be back. Oh, we hope your wife is okay. I hope it's something like a cold. Moderators can see retracted comments. Am I one of your moderators?
Yes, of course you are.
I thought so, because I can't see a retracted comment. If I click on it, nothing happens. If I go to the three dots next to it, all it gives me an option to do is block and report. So, no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm just curious as to what you said. I know some people will retract a message if it's like misspelled, a word or something. Yes, Shane M. Moderators can see deleted comments, not retracted comments. You can only see retracted if they are not a moderator, FYI, if they are not a moderator. So I don't know. I was just curious. Okay, so what's everybody up to today? I am invoicing 50 people, and I'm packing and shipping all day, and I'm going to clean up my poor living room, which looks like a bomb went off. And then at some point I have to unload a huge truck full of inventory. But first I have to organize the inventory that came in yesterday. And then I'm going to clean up the kitchen, try to make my family a nice dinner because I haven't cooked in 3 days. My husband's been cooking. And last but not least, try to spend some quality time with my husband, which I haven't done either in days. So
yeah, I know that feeling.
That's my rundown of today.
Misty's going to be struggling again. So sorry, Misty. So sorry. Oh. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning.
Don't know what order I'm going to be doing all that in, but I have to pick an order. I think
Yeah, that's why we're gonna have a hard stop in about a minute because I have to
Morning,
get
Kelly.
the rest of my invoicing done, get as much shipping out of here before 11:20 or so, because then we have to go to my grandniece's first birthday party at a restaurant for noon. I'm like in no mood. I'm like in no mood. And we're gonna probably just make an excuse to like, hi, here's the gift. Mwah, we love you. Goodbye. I mean, that sounds terrible, but I have so much work to do. And then we have 3:00 auction tomorrow. So I'm not gonna have a lot of time. And you know, my life is just like your life.
Yeah, just crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy life.
I'd like to sit down and just have a couple of few quiet, nice moments with my husband too. Because tomorrow he works and I work. We work. I feel like we work. I mean, I'm not reporting in to anybody these days, but other than myself, I've got to keep myself accountable.
Yeah. Yep. I'm looking at all these orders to ship out. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I want to thank everybody who bought from me yesterday.
Thank you for you too, honey.
Oh, have a wonderful day. Yes, I'm very, very grateful. It's just a lot of work. But that's what happens. If you want to be successful, you have to work hard at it. So we are certainly working hard at it.
Okay, Nicole. All right, Noel.
Go late and leave early for your I need a separate video for tutorial. For what? Does Donna need a separate video for tutorial?
Not sure what she means by that, but I know I mentioned yesterday that we would, show you a couple of things this morning. I'm sorry, time just got away from us. But I think I'm going to do on my other channel, My Great Find for You, where I need to get some content back up on that channel, do a recorded video on some of the ins and outs of the back office of YouTube, because a lot of you have been asking questions about things. So I'm going to do that.
Oh, Don, I'm sorry. Look at Don's comment.
Well,
I'm so sorry about that.
sorry, Don.
Well, you have us. We can be your cyber wives.
Absolutely.
I've got the talking down pat. You always remind me of that. It's always like Donna doesn't stop talking. I'll have to get a dose of tea too, because she's like me too. We constantly interrupt each other. We could talk to each other 4 or 5 times a day and we're still interrupting each other because we both have so much to say to one another. Yep, some people just don't understand when they take a vow, it's for better or for worse or for sickness and in health. So some people don't take that seriously, unfortunately.
No.
That happens.
That's funny. I have friends on both sides of that. I have friends whose husband, I have one now, we love this guy so much. And, he's so young and got cancer and it's really progressing, but she's been wonderful standing by him and the whole thing. And then on the other side, I have a friend whose husband got, and I can't remember the name of what it's called, but he's got it second generationally. So like his dad has it, but his dad's like 70, 75, and it has never progressed the way now, him being 40, it has progressed. I want to say ALS. It's not ALS, but it's something along those lines. The wife just up and left him. And I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do that? You know what? It's so sad. It's so sad. So now the mother has the son at 40 with this and the husband at 70 something with this. And it's like, so sad. And now they found out his daughter has it, which means it's even more progressive, which means she's 12. She probably won't even live to 20 something. The more generations it goes down, I can't even think of the name of it, but it doesn't matter. It's sad the way people think. Listen, my husband's been sick for years, and at some point we'll need a heart. And it is what it is. That's why you try to spend every moment. And he knows. He had his first wife. We're married 17 years, And she died of a brain aneurysm, 5 months pregnant at 32 years old, you know?
Sad.
It is. Life's too short, and you know what? You sign that vow for better or worse.
How sad. How terribly sad. Noelle says she went through a heart transplant with her husband.
Oh, wow, Noelle.
Patricia says, my husband has a terminal lung disease. I can't imagine what type of wife would leave.
Wow,
And John
we
says,
need to talk. Wow.
John says, no big deal. He's better off. That's a good attitude to have. Okay, sweetheart, it is 1:05, and you have a ton to do. I have a ton to do. And Patricia, I saw your message. Let me look into that. I'm sure it's all set to go. I'm going to look at all my messages today. If there's messages that need to be addressed, I'll do that now while I'm doing my invoicing. If anybody has any questions, if I'm late in sending anybody's shipments out, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Doing my best to get everybody's orders out. And I am going to be doing billing this morning. As soon as you pay, I'm printing out that shipping label, and the stuff's got to get out of here. So no pressure on paying, but there's pressure on paying. So get the stuff out. Because she gets really mad at me when I ship things out that aren't paid for, which I've known to do that. I do that a lot because I just need to get the stuff out. And some of my regular customers, I know they're like not online in the morning, like the Joy Munkins of the world. Like she sleeps in the morning because she's a night owl. So like her things, I'm shipping that stuff out because I know when she wakes up about 4 o'clock this afternoon, that she'll just, pay the invoice. So yeah.
I'm going to drive my stuff to Joy Munkin.
No, you should. You should go drive it over there. That would be.
Yeah, she's only about 30 minutes away, so.
You should do that. Don says, I need new lungs. Noelle, was a fun marathon, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
See, Arthur said mine ran off cleaning out all bank accounts and forging my signature for debts. I know nothing about it. Then I filed for divorce. Wow, Arthur, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you hear stories like that all the time. People doing stuff like that. Yeah, one of my friends, actually, she lived a posh life, and credit cards. Kids were in private school. Husband took care of all the bills. She was one of these wives that never ever had to worry about a bill, a credit card bill, nothing. He had a business. He took care of everything until one day the sheriff showed up at her door with an eviction notice.
Wow.
Out in 2 days, 24 hours. And she went to her husband. This is a couple that had no problems. The husband was living a double life, and she went to her husband, and the husband said, yep, you got to be out. And she's like, well, what do you mean I have to be out? In a huge house, 4 kids, and he had a girlfriend all along that he met in a strip club at Rachel's downtown West Palm Beach. And he was telling her he was working late, and he was with her, at her place. So he moved into her house and abandoned his family, cleaned out all the bank accounts, and she had to move into her mother's house with the kids. And she ended up leaving half the furniture and half the stuff in the house because she had no place to put it, no money to go anywhere. He just left her high and dry for a stripper. That's made for television right there. She lived on Flagler Drive, one of the most expensive streets here in West Palm Beach. And he had the wool pulled over her eyes. I mean, it takes years of not paying a mortgage to have a sheriff come to your house and slap a 24-hour eviction notice. Years. I mean, sometimes it goes fast, but sometimes it goes, it takes years. And yeah, she recuperated though. She She picked herself up. She went from having a cleaning lady to being the cleaning lady. And she built up a very successful business. And now she has people that help her clean, and she owns a cleaning company. And if she stayed home and raised 4 kids, she never ever had to work. Right out of high school, she got married, had 4 kids, and that's all she did was just raise kids and plan big parties and events, and that was her job, like just to run a beautiful, successful household. So it happens. I mean,
there's so many tragic stories.
Oh my gosh, that was like devastating. I remember when she told me, I was like, holy cow. Yeah, but she's doing well. It took her like 5-6 years to recover, but she's doing well. She's okay. She's doing well. And her husband actually left the stripper and has moved to Korea. That's where he lives now, Korea. It's like crazy story. Crazy story. But yeah, it happens.
All right, listen, we're going to go, guys. Thank you so much for always supporting us, coming in, listening to our banter, whatever it may be about. It's just a nice thing just to chat. And it's not always about reselling. We talk about different things.
Yeah, Sayosa said I look thin. I actually, when I went to the doctor last, I lost like 5 pounds. So I don't know if it was from me being sick, but I'm eating, but probably not as much as I should be eating. But I could stand to lose a few pounds, so it's okay.
I probably look like I gained 5 pounds because I know I, but it is what it is. The holidays are here. I'm not making excuses, but I'm not doing anything until after Christmas. I'm going to enjoy the holiday, and then, I guess the normal January, everybody gets on the scale and says, uh-oh. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you again. Appreciate you guys
joining us this morning. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place, same channel. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out, and leave a comment after. It always helps. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.